Hey guys, thanks so much for coming in. Finally got around to doing my Q&A, another Q&A. So thank you so much for coming in for this video. I did get a few questions posted on the last video. Let me address them. Actually, this was addressed on my book haul, and this is from Judy Chapman. Asked me about the scanner that I used, and I answered on that video as well, but I want to address it again in case she catches this video about how I scan my books for Amazon. I scan the barcodes on the Amazon Seller app, but when it does not work on the Amazon Seller app, I go ahead and do it on the regular Amazon app. And that one is very easy to just search it by name and title, author and title, or you can use the little icon that is, it's like a little camera in the corner, and you just click that and it's got like these little dots that go, and some people are calling it the flow or something, I don't know, but you hold it over your book and it'll recognize it, or any other object for that matter. It will try to recognize it either by the picture or the name or whatnot, and then it'll bring it up, and then you can proceed from there to try to sell it there on Amazon. So that's what I use. I use the Amazon Seller app and the regular Amazon app. This is the last Q&A here. I didn't even entitle. I'm going to have to change the title on this one. It doesn't even say Q&A on it. It says organization brings more money to your online business. So I'm going to change that. No wonder I couldn't find it. Guillermo M is asking if I need it, because I mentioned in the last Q&A that I was going to try to sell at a flea market, and he asked about a permit. If you need a permit. And no, you do not need a permit, at least not where I sell. I've gone to Trader's Village, and you do not need a permit. You just need to show up on that day and hope that they have a space, because space is really at a premium during these nice days. Like our winters are pretty mild, so a lot of people go during the winter or in the spring. Now in the summer, there is a lot of traffic, but it's extremely hot. Start getting in line as early as 5, and I think they open up at 6. So it's like a first come, first served basis. And there is sort of a garage sale row. So there's a lot of people that are doing garage sale type selling. Whereas some people, you know, they're vendors and they sell imports, or they sell even food products. There's a lot of people that sell food products and tools and jeans and just all kinds of things like that. Of course, there's the run-of-the-mill or the usual counterfeit bags and all of that stuff. And so they have their own little areas where they like to, you know, be among their type of vendor or their genre of vending. So they do have the garage sale section. And that's kind of where I like to be. And I also like to be in a corner. And then there's people that go every weekend, and they pretty much think they own that corner, or they start booking it like a week, or I think they can book it a week in advance, and that's usually what they do. They already know the exact stall number and everything, so they book their favorite spot. One time we went and we accidentally started unloading. The last time we went, we started unloading on the other side, where we were actually one or two stalls away, and gentleman was not giving up on his spot. That was his spot. He said people look for him and so forth, so we definitely had to move. I'm actually going to go this coming weekend to buy, my daughter wants to go buy another tapestry for her friend, so I'm going to try to jot down the number of that spot that I want, so hopefully I can call and get it if it's not a regular that usually goes there. And so that's the way it works, and it's usually $35 for a Sunday, and Sunday is the most traffic in there, so I would definitely do a Sunday only next time. I think it really was just worth it to just go on one day, and that day would be Sunday. Sunday was a lot more profitable, a lot more lucrative for me, more traffic and everything. Of course, the weather was really cold on one day that I went. It was really hot on another day that I went. So I want to try to go in March and hopefully have some nice pleasant weather and sell some of this excess stuff that has not translated to my online stores, or just things that I've, no longer using. We clear out the closets and all of that stuff. It's a great way to go make some quick money. The questions were on my other videos, and they asked me to address them, and that's okay. Address them wherever you want, or post them wherever you want, but if you can't, try to post them on this video, and then I'll do it on the next time. And then I'll address it on the next Q&A. That way I can find the questions a lot quicker. I got any on the food. Did you guys watch my cooking? It was a great rice recipe. Sorry about that short ride-along, guys. These clips, I thought they were longer than they were. Okay, S-Keepers asked me, when you do another Q&A, would you talk about bundles? For example, if you found a lot of CDs on a particular topic or a group of books that are related to one topic, would you split items up or sell them as a group? What's been your experience with bundling? Thanks, Thelma. Okay, actually, I do have some experience with bundling. I used to do a lot of bundling when I first started selling on eBay, and I didn't really source to sell. I was just selling off my collections, my hoard of jewelry and whatnot. And I would bundle them, and then I would see that, yes, I would, let's say I had maybe 30 pieces of sterling silver jewelry spread out there, all types of things, and I would make $150. And I would realize that I would have made more selling them individually. It would have taken a lot longer. It would have really required a lot of time to picture every single item, and then you have to wait for every single payment. That's the way eBay is. It's the frustrating thing about eBay is you have to wait for them to pay up, right? So it is very time consuming. So it's up to you. Again, the long tail philosophy there. I also had an experience last year where I was given some estate jewelry to sell. Not estate as far as diamonds or anything like that, but a coworker had a box full of jewelry that her mother had left. Costume jewelry. She said her mother was a thrifter as well, and she had no idea how to sell on eBay or anything, and she really didn't want to be, she was a little bit emotionally tied to it. So I had thought about bundling it and selling it as a lot, and then some people commented that it would probably be best for me not to, and I thought the same thing because there was some good pieces in there. There were some really good pieces in there, and it's turned out to be a lot better, a lot more lucrative to sell them individually. I sold bracelets for $40, $50. I still have a couple of bracelets up there. Sold a sterling silver bracelet for $50, $60 as well. Whereas if I would have thrown them in with a few pieces that were just costume and weren't really worth, more than $20 altogether, I would have lost money, I think, because I don't know, I just feel like you do lose money when you lot things up, even if they're, and I've never sold anything in a theme as you speak of books or CDs. I've never done anything like that. I heard Margaret over at Texas Guile Treasures talk about doing a little bit of a bundle on some St. Patty's Day items that she picked up, a Care Bear, not a Care Bear, but what do you call it, a Beanie Baby and some other things. I don't really know how that works, and then I hear people do that on Amazon too. I just have never done it myself. But as far as lots, they don't work for me. I really try to avoid them as much as possible. Now I may do something, I'm thinking of doing, like I have a bunch of Hello Kitty items. I may do that. And then I recently bought a lot of, recently came up on the Littlest Pet Shop, the little plastic ones. But I sold one for $22. Now I have two sitting on eBay that haven't been touched. So I have a few more, and I haven't listed them yet. I may list them again. Starting to collect them a little bit, maybe get up to about 50 or so. And I just recently found a really pretty case for them with the, of course, their signature on them. So I thought I would get that into a lot and see how that does. And just, because I've heard that things like that might do well. I've also lotted or bundled some Harry Potter. Now that was like 2 or 3 years, no, maybe even longer than that. That was about 4 or 5 years ago. And I made, I think, $80 on items that I had only paid a couple of dollars for. And then, so I sold that one, and then I did another bundle, didn't sell, then I separated it, and I just recently sold quite a few of those individual items on Amazon. So I guess it all depends, whether it's a trend at that time or not, because things do tend to come in trends, ebb and flow back with their popularity. The Harry Potter does that, the Transformers. 5 years ago, I still have a collection of all of my son's Transformers. They're his. First generation 80s Transformers, and they were selling for $500 to $1,000 for lots. And I told him about it, and he said, no, he didn't want to sell them. Now, I put a Transformer up the other day and I think it got like 5 views. It's not hot right now, so you just never know. But I don't know, I would definitely give it a try. I mean, it can't hurt. You can always separate it back over and sell them individually. I just don't really bundle per se. I have just done lots. I don't know, that's just kind of the way I've done it. And I do feel that some things like jewelry, I'm never going to do that again, unless I do broken jewelry. I have lotted broken jewelry and things like that. And I've done that at my garage sales too. I think you may have seen one of my videos where I do the little grab bags like they do at the thrift stores, and they put them in jars and things, but I just put them in a plastic bag and I'll get a whole bunch of broken watches or whatever it is that I have, and I can get like $15 or $20 for that. Got another question from S Keepers. Someone had the 6 shot glasses on Etsy as a set. So in one of my videos, in one of my hauls, I showed some shot glasses, and so he asked a question about the shot glasses, and it says, on some of your purchases, is it better to do research and list your items for a comparable sales price, or to set your own price based on demand? For example, with the ball-based shot glasses, I saw a set of these for $60 on Etsy. In a case like this, would you then look for other glasses? There are individuals and sets on eBay to build up your own set to a comparative number of glasses and then price it according to demand. The doll looks priceless. Oh, thank you. Okay, yeah, that's really interesting, but I don't think I would go through the trouble of doing that. I was thinking today of doing something with some Tupperware that I found. I found some kids' toy Tupperware, and I was just trying to check the prices on eBay, and then I saw that they weren't selling for very much, even for huge sets. So no, I really don't think I would go through the trouble of doing that. I think I would just probably go for the quick sale, the quick, what is it called, the quick dime or something, because I just want to sell them. Maybe someone can replace the ones that they lost or something. And I do definitely research the price, as is the case with my set. It's an incomplete set. I only have 3. So I compare it that way, but I don't think I would ever go through the trouble of trying to build up a set. And I do that with, back to the bundle question, I do that with things that are on trend. Like at the time, it was Harry Potter, and I still have a pretty big collection of Harry Potter things that I have not bundled up again to put out, and I'm going to, because I have done well with a few Harry Potter things recently on Amazon, so I think I'll do it for that. But for those glasses, no, I think I'm just going to throw them up on Etsy or eBay and see what happens. Thank you so much for the information. I had no idea. I wasn't sure if they were indeed vintage. They look like it to me, so I'm going to check it out, and I really appreciate it. Guys, please ask me some more questions here on this video. If you have any more questions, I really would appreciate it. I'd love to answer them, and it was great of you to come in and join me today for a Q&A. I really do enjoy this series. And again, if you have any other comments to add to mine, please do so. I love the interaction between all of us. And I'll talk to you really soon. I have another video coming out. One is a haul. Let me show you a quick little preview. I love these glasses that I got. And I used to sell a lot of sunglasses. I still do sell vintage sunglasses. And I found these, but these are actually prescription. And they so brought out the Gloria Steinem in me. I don't know, I just thought they looked really 70s, but they do have bifocal on them. So, I don't know, but they actually work for me in the bifocal area, but up in here, I can't see. They're kind of blurry, but I thought I would sell them. They're a really good brand. A couple of other pairs that I'll show you in the next haul. But anyway, I'm going to have a haul. I'm going to have a sales video, and I'm going to do another vlog and a ride along that I'm putting together for you. So please come back again. Please feel free to post more questions here on this video. And again, I just thank you so much. Doesn't my zebra look lovely? I haven't listed him yet, but I will. I've listed quite a few things, guys. I've really been getting busy and getting things organized. I'm so happy about that. But I'm, like I said in my my goal for the year, I'm not going to feel guilty about sourcing, because even my husband told me the other day, don't feel, he always tells me, are you stopping at the thrift store on the way home, or, aren't you going to get up and go to the garage sales, or whatever. He's always encouraging me. I'm like, I have enough, I have to list. And he's like, why are you so worried about whether or not you're shopping for more? If you're selling, go out and shop for more. So that's what I'm doing. But anyway, I am listing a lot. I love this zebra. I have to pose it. I think he looks good on this little rug. See, I haven't listed this rug too. All right. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for coming in. I really appreciate it. Please post some more questions here on this video, and I'll talk to you again really soon. All right. Bye.